Students, now let us look at an important issue in networks. Networks make important issue is vendor selection. How do we select a vendor? Vendor is normally selected based on the qualified or qualifying suppliers. There is a rating of the supplier's performance. Suppliers की previous performance की base पर एक rating भी allot कर दी जाती है. You negotiate the contract with your suppliers. You have some terms which your supplier need to understand, and they have some requirement which you need to understand. So you negotiate a contract, and if it is feasible, then you will actually go for that relationship. Timing of your purchases, of course, that is important. There are organizations in which if there is a delay of, let's say, 2 or 3 days, it doesn't matter. But there are organizations who are very responsive in nature, and their product should be coming into the market within time. Timing of their purchases is very important. So that is an important point. Predicting price, predicting their service and demand change. आपकी demand के change के साथ your supplier can cope with that. With the price, they can cope with that because there might be some price escalation. And the service level which is being provided, वो है या नहीं है, उसके लिए भी बहुत important है. And specifying the mode of shipping, the mode in which you will ship it to the vendor will ship it to you, to the customer, is actually important. The vendor selection mein, these are the criteria which we normally look at. What we have, if you look at this diagram, this figure, the buyer satisfaction actually comes from your quality, price, capacity, delivery, and service, which actually comes from where? Which actually originates from the vendor. तो vendor की quality, price, capacity, delivery, service, which are the competitive advantages, ये traditional advantages हैं जिनको देखना जरूरी है, and it will actually be leading to the buyer satisfaction. Buyer की satisfaction जो है वो इन criterias पर हो रही है. He looks at the quality, he looks at the price, he looks at the capacity which the vendor can point it. He looks at the delivery, in time delivery है, consistent है, and the service level which is being provided by the vendor. It eventually leads to the buyer satisfaction. There are also several other factors which we look at when we are selecting a vendor. These are like the past performance, the facility and the technical expertise, the financial status of that vendor, the reputation, organization and management, compliance to the procedures. ये बहुत important है because we have now the environmental compliance are actually becoming very common और बहुत ज़्यादा important है. Communication, communicate करता है timely आपके साथ, labor relationships and the location of the vendor. ये सारे important factors हैं other than, let's say, price, quality and delivery and those things. ये factors भी additional factors हैं which you must look at when you are selecting your vendor because these decisions are strategic in nature. When we say it is strategic in nature, it means long-term impact है. आप vendor selection जो है for a longer period of time कर रहे होते हैं, 1 साल से ज़्यादा के लिए relationships होते हैं, तो they are not like you negotiate one time with one vendor और उसकी selection के एक screening process से गुजरे और उसके बाद जो है that relationship ends and you are looking at the other vendor. No, it's not the case. So vendor selection is very important. Thank you.